Hello guys, it's Darksigner here from the German Duel Masters channel. Welcome back to another video. Before we start with today's video, which is the top 10 fire list, I just wanted to give you guys a few updates here. First of all, we are sorry that this episode runs a day late and that we couldn't give you a progression series episode last weekend. We had too much stress on our Easter holiday weekend. But we hope you guys enjoyed your Easter holidays and that you guys are still staying safe out there. Sadly, we can't give you the next progression series episode this weekend as well because we have scheduling issues. So Saturday in a week we will resume with the progression series and give you the next episode. But we will have something in place for that. This Saturday we will give you the second card discussion video by Spaulding. I hope you guys enjoyed the first one so far and look forward to the next one. And yeah, the last thing before we start with today's video is I wanted to thank you guys on behalf of our whole channel member team for 200 subscribers. We are really grateful for that, and we hope that you enjoy our content. And if you have any suggestions, if you want to see something special, yeah, feel free to suggest some topics for videos in the comments, and we will have something special for you guys as soon as we hit 250 subscribers. At that point we will do a subscriber special. So yeah, I hope guys are looking forward to that as well. To our first small milestone of the channel, and without further ado, enjoy the next video.
Welcome to a new episode of Top 10 List. Today we have the most beautiful civilization in Duel Masters, the Fire Civilization. We start with number 10, Kukpolon. Kukpolon is the perfect aggro card. It is innocent looking, but it is super annoying. It can't be answered with bodies like Emerald or Hulkus, and it is super good in early state of the game, which makes it a perfect aggro card. You can swing for a couple of shields until your opponent finally gets an out for it. So number 9 we have Jargalzor and Twincan Skyterror. So this one are finishers for aggro decks. Jargalzor is better if you have a full board, so if you have a deck that focuses on swarming the field, you might go with Jargalzor, but if you want to have a finisher on its own, Twincan is a better pick. Twincan and Jargalzor can also be swapped out from the mana zone, which makes it more versatile than other finishers like Crystal Lancer, which relies on an bait. For number 8 we have Simian Warrior Grush. Grush is used in Amoloid mana burn strategies. It perfectly synergizes with Rotos and Bronx being able to kill himself, or Stagrandu being able to attack untapped creatures and killing himself too. Stacking is insanely good with Grush, so if you have 2 on board and you play Blizzard of Spears, your opponent loses 4 mana, as both are triggering. I mana burned 60 mana a few years ago with Blizzard of Spears when I had 4 Grush on board. The problem with Grush is it is weak to non-destruction removal like Coril and Aqua Surfer. For number 7 we have Zapian Targ. He is one of the main reasons to play Wave Strikers. His ability to attack untapped creatures is incredibly strong. He's like a terror pit for everything under 6k. For every turn until your opponent finds an out for it. He's even decent without his ability. He's a good start to stack Wave Strikers on board, as it has no come into play effect. For number 6 we have one of the most annoying cards in Duel Masters, Deadly Fighter Braidclaw. Deadly Fighter is perfect rush card, so 1-drops are super strong as the rush mechanic is too fast for a lot of decks. So if you ever played against Fire Nature Rush, you know what I mean. It dies to almost everything, but that's not a problem, as it should already kill some shields at that point. With this said, it should be clear that his effect isn't really a downside. Even when facing a turn 1 Laura Giga, you have enough answers in rush decks to deal with it. For number 5 we have a card people likes to discuss about it. The legendary finisher Boimedius Steel Dragon. Almost nobody has a neutral opinion of this guy. He's either hated or loved. Shield Burn is insanely good because of bypassing shield triggers and denying card advantage. For me it's a fair card because basically it says you play nothing for a whole turn, so it's a bit of a risk to play Boimedius. On the other hand, he is crucial in simplified game states like when both players are top decking and you are playing Boimedius and your opponent just drawing something like Bronx Arm Tribe. For number 4 we have the Lizard, Pyrofighter Magnus. Pyrofighter Magnus is the perfect rush and aggro card. He's the cheapest speed attacker together with Rikabu the Dismantler. He's incredibly hard to out. You need shield triggers or discard, but discard is random and handguards do exist. And shield triggers are mostly used for creatures that can still attack shields. He dodges most of staple shield triggers like Aqua Surfer and Burst Shot, and he even makes Lucky Ball turn 4 alive together with a 2-drop. For number 3 we have Phantom Dragon's Flame and Volcano Charger, the big brothers of Crimson Hammer. Both are cheap and early removal which are necessary against aggro decks, and both are perfect outs against Mystrias. Phantom Dragonflame is better if your local meta is focused on aggro as it is a shield trigger, but Volk Charger is better in control orientated metas because it lets you win the Lost Soul race. Both are absolutely necessary in control decks that run fire in my opinion. As early removal is just so good if you want to stay alive against certain decks like Rug Aggro or Fire Nature Rush. For number 2 we have my favorite card of all time, the almighty Dragon Buzzer Gazelle. This card does not only look super cool, no, it is also capable of doing everything. You can swing for game, you can outboss monsters like Craze Valkyrie or Twincan, you can even crash into Warlord Alzonius. There aren't that much cards in the meta that deal with Alzonius. You even have the dragon support in forms of Kokolupia or Dimension Splitter. But the best about Buzzer Gazelle is the Buzzer Lock. If your opponent doesn't have darkness in his deck, he will have an incredible hard time as you can kill almost every creature he summons. Overall, versatile and strong. Before we go to number 1, we have the honorable mentions. First, Scarlet Sky Terror. He is a swap target for blocker walls like Parla or Lese shenanigans, so he's a good tag in Rug Aggro. Second, Rikabu's Dismantler. Pretty much the same offensive benefits as Pyrofighter Magnus, but it dies to a lot more removal like Burst Shot and Phantom Dragonflame. And last but not least, Gargantua. He is the finisher from the Survivor archetype. He is an Alzonius out and often swing for all shields with only a single attack. So for our number 1 today, we got a bunch of cards. Every good mass removal card like Apocalypse Wise, Searing Wave, Blizzard of Spears, Mecha Dragon's Breath or Burst Shot. Dealing with more creatures at the same time or even completely wiping the field gives a huge advantage. Burst Shot for example shuts down rush and aggro. Mecha Dragon's Breath out specific and difficult situations like double Parla Olesis or Petrovas. Blizzard of Spears resets almost everything on the board. Searing Wave is the cheapest mass removal and even outs cheap creatures with more power like Magrus or Lucky Ball. And Apoc, well, Apoc just say no to the opponent's field and his hopes. The Kaijudo channel had the perfect explanation for Apoc. You can use it to kill a lot of weenies or use it like a pit and kill a boss monster. So yeah, that was our top 10 fire cards. Share your opinion in the comment section. See ya guys.